Their parenting is what kept us from watching TV all day. I just don't understand why that isn't the go-to for parents today with these cell phones.
Well, if you haven't caught my other two videos, we have a total of 3 videos this week on age verification. We have one on it's on its way to SCOTUS, and then we have Kansas Republican that just literally you could see what the major problem is when that literally here's the danger out of Kansas that that our freedom of speech is being stifled. When you have people like this that think that they're trying to protect you, but the thing about it is that they're it's not going to stop at pornography. It will never stop at pornography, and this one article proves it, and what the thoughts of this particular Republican wants to push out there. But we're going to start off in Florida with this, Governor DeSantis, and there's some things I agree with, and there's things I disagree with DeSantis. He just pushed a squatters law into effect there, which I highly do approve of, because that's a major problem on that. Eventually I will have a story for you on that down the line when I'm ready to tell you it. It's a very interesting story. But today we're going to be talking about that the Free Speech Coalition is going to be fighting a Florida age verification law signed by Governor DeSantis that literally, from one point of view, it violates the Constitution. Because it's going to... See, the thing about it is, you have to understand, each of these sites does have rules and regulations on there. Now, do people follow some of this? Yeah, no, not really on some of the occasions. Some people don't want certain sites to know if they're on it or not. They may not sign in. That's why, a great site to watch stuff on is Tubi TV, because you don't necessarily have to sign in. But if you want to save stuff, add it to a list, or someone get acknowledgments, yeah, of course you have to sign in, but you don't really have to sign in. And there's a lot of other websites, porn sites, that you don't have to sign in to watch their content. You could watch it for free. And some people said, well, kids can get on it. Well, it's up to the parents to pay attention to what their kids are watching. They've done many, I know when I was younger, that they used to do a lot of PSAs that says, sit with your children, find out their likes and dislikes, sit and watch a movie with them. It used to be a time period that the nuclear family used to sit Sunday nights with dinner all together as a family. That doesn't happen anymore like it used to. And I think we need to divert that back again. So reading off of this, and Gustav Turner had tipped them over at XBiz, via FSC vows to fight Florida age verification law. Free Speech Coalition issued a statement vowing to continue fighting Florida's age verification law, which was signed by Governor Ron DeSantis on Monday as part of a comprehensive bill targeting minors of use of social media. As XBiz reported, the version of HB 3 that was approved by the legislature is a much expanded version of the bill introduced earlier this year by Representative Chase Tremont, a politician and an ordained clergyman who serves as a pastor at Ocean Way Church in New Smyrna Beach. Tremont's bill originally targeted adult websites, but a broader regulations about social media was added later. See, like I said, they were going after the porn, and now they're going after social media simultaneously. And they're going to expand it out further. How long before they go after the streaming sites? That's what's going to happen next. That's what, do not doubt this. It is going to come. And if you see some, well, why would they want to do that? There's no porn on there. Well, technically, there is in ways one another, depending on what you're watching. But they'll go after the ultra violent. They'll go after the horror. They'll go after the action and on there. The statement from FSC states goes, This afternoon, Florida Governor DeSantis has signed into law HB 3, an age verification bill that requires any site with 33.3% material harmful to minors to verify the age and identity of every visitor. The bill also bans minors under the age of 14 from having social media accounts, effectively requiring age verification of any Floridian with a social media account. The bill goes into effect January 1st, 2025. The Free Speech Coalition opposed HB 3 when it introduced and will work to fight this deeply unconstitutional bill with our workers, businesses, and allies. Just as we have similar bills, we strongly believe that protecting minors online is a worthy goal, but forcing hundreds of millions of adults to sacrifice their anonymity is neither warranted nor justified. Over the next few weeks, we'll be talking with our members and allies about the next steps in Florida and other states. This is not a fight we asked for, but it's a fight we will win. Now, understand this, and most people don't realize this, is that most of these sites, you go to Facebook, YouTube, they ask you to be at least 13 years and older. Right here, you're banning them at 14, 1 year more. I would not be surprised if Google and most of the other rest throw lawsuits against this. I mean, really. I mean, this, you're putting this situation on here. But also, here's the other thing. Here's the thing about it is, they don't need to access it from Florida.
Also, kids, it's called a VPN. Just pretend like you're out in Canada. It'll be just fine.
Yeah, that's right, folks. A VPN. They're not stopping anyone. The Louisiana bill, they said, well, they've lost 80% of their content. It was a big win for us. No. You're right that they lost the 80%. But those people that live in Louisiana are using VPNs. The same in Texas, same in Utah, everywhere else where an age verification bill has gone into effect. They're going to, VPNs, are going to work for people on there. No matter how many times you throw these laws out there, they're unconstitutional. And if you notice, most of the people that have written these laws are clergymen, women, people in the church. This is where we have we call it separation between church and state. And lately, churches have been interfering with the Constitution. Now, understand, there are certain things, you want to protect the children, and that's understandable. But you're not protecting children when it comes to this. You're not doing children anything. When it comes to this, it comes from the family. Like the organization, focus on the family. And that's what you got to do. Focus on the family when it comes to this. There are programs. I mean, you have capability even in your antivirus that you can block certain sites from you accessing it. Yeah, and it's free. It's part of the program. And there are other programs that are out there. And, the states can work with some of these companies to give a real good deal and maybe give it away a lengthy free trial. But they're also, you got to be careful out there. There are also sites that basically they say, "Oh, we'll protect the children," but they're also monitoring what you're watching, and that's what you got to be careful of. Do your due diligence, and this is why they don't want you to gain some of these free programs or use your antivirus, because they either want you to tap onto the program similar to what they want you to do, so they know who's watching what. And that's the thing about the situation. Accessing what you're watching, that's, that comes up to a pretty much sort of a World War II Nazi-ish type of thinking. It's none of your business what I watch. I'm not violating the law in my own home. You might say, well, there are guys out there with, cheese pizza out there. Yeah, you're right. And we do need to find them on there. But there are ways that you can. So you got to remember, you got a dark web out there. You have stuff coming across the border. This is stuff that's mostly, it's not all on the web. It's mostly hand to hand. Understand that. These guys are carrying them on discs. They're carrying on thumb drives, and they're coming across the border. And we've seen some of them, you know, that have been caught with it. And when you look at the people that have been arrested, where's most of their stuff on? You know, there are some on their computer, but most of it's on thumb drives and discs when they arrest some of these people. But we'll look into this. Like in another video, there is a Supreme Court challenge on the way. So hopefully SCOTUS will take that up, because there is another First Amendment case going on. I know by the time you see this recording, we don't know if they've made a decision yet or we're still waiting for it. We'll update on that when it becomes available. Do comment. Let me know your thoughts about this. And you may say to yourself, well, man, you know, you don't know about Florida this way. No, I lived in Florida for 10 years. I pretty much know the state very well and its people. You know, down there, they need some help, and to the situation. There are some major issues that need to be resolved. Crime is one of them, and a lot of the crime is a lot of youth crime that happens down there, and people don't talk about it. You know, I used to live in North Miami Beach, and there was a mall right next to North Miami Beach High, and we used to get a lot of stabbings in the mall by the teenagers, and they used to put a halt from teenagers coming in at certain times, and then that went to court and became unconstitutional, and they had to reopen to the kids during school time. So tell me in the comments your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Hopefully today's the day of earn your subscription. So be sure to check out our other age verification laws videos on there. We have 2 anime videos out there as well. So do check them out here on CutieCast TV and Man with the Show. Until next time, thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel, as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are 2 ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.